episode of the Corporate Escapists TV show and podcast. I am your host, Christina. Welcome, Jen, to the show.
Thank you so much.
Really excited to have you here. Why don't you take some time and share a little bit about yourself to our audience, and then we can dive into some amazing conversation.
Sure, yeah. So I am a professional imperfectionist. And what that means is I'm not a hot mess, I'm an inspiration. And I have designed and launched an app called Accomplist, which is a to-do app for imperfect humans. So that's where I'm at right now, is helping people to embrace their imperfections.
I love it. So we're perfectly imperfect. That's what I love to say to people, because I don't think there's anything. I actually removed the word perfection out of my vocabulary because it just doesn't exist.
Exactly. It's pursuing excellence makes sense. Excellence exists.
Yeah.
But perfectionism, no, perfect doesn't exist because you think you get there and then you decide that there's room for improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously there would have been like a sort of a moment for you to design this app. What was that moment, or, sort of lead up to it?
Well, I think a big part of it was I was looking for a system that worked for me. And I was just really tired of apps making me feel like garbage because I didn't get everything done.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And doing a paper system is fine, but then I have to write out my repeating tasks by myself every day, and that's stupid. So, yeah, so I've designed this app so that there is no overdue status.
Yeah.
It's nothing is ever going to be in bright red and making you feel bad. It won't go away if you don't do it, unless it's a daily repeating task.
Yeah.
Because if it's something you do every day, say go on LinkedIn, whatever, you're not going to do it twice today because you didn't do it yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's still on your list for today. So why should yesterday's be here?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that just saves a lot of energy from just feeling like garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's like the ideal type of people that you see using the app? Obviously, you've designed it because there was a gap in the market for yourself. But what are some of the people that are using it? What are some of the characteristics for them?
Well, recovering perfectionists. Um, I do have some people with ADHD who are finding it fantastic because it automatically generates a to-do
Mm.
list for you.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's just very useful. Um, but women of a certain age, I don't
Yeah.
want to say necessarily, maybe over the age of 30, because you get to a point where you realize that perfectionism is a sucker's bet and you start to deprogram yourself.
Yeah.
And you're on top of things. You
Yeah.
don't need an app that's going to help you be more productive. You need an app that's going to help you not forget anything and also be able to sit back and realize, be satisfied at the end of the day.
Yeah. How's
Be
it changed? Yeah,
content.
how has it changed your life?
Oh, it's fantastic. Am able to end the day with this feeling of achievement. And if I'm
Yeah.
not feeling well, and even if it's the middle of the day, if I wake up with a migraine and I open the app to see what absolutely has to be done today, everything that doesn't get done today, I'm like, yeah, that'll tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some tasks you can mark them skipped. If it's something that you do every day, you can just skip it some days. If it's something that you really do want, just go away, mark it skipped, and it goes
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Yeah. Takes the pressure off you. Like you're saying, like so many of those apps, like everything screams at you. And it makes you feel inadequate because you're like, oh, I didn't do this today. And then like a life happens. So many things, come up during the day that's unexpected that we need to deal with.
Absolutely. And we tend to forget the expected things too.
Yeah.
It's the things that people with ADHD might possibly write down, the taking a shower. You think, okay, I'm going to break for lunch, or even work through lunch, but you have to obtain lunch. And we
Mm.
forget that. And if you're like me, you'll get caught up in something and forget that you need to make lunch until you are ravenous.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help either.
Yeah.
So we have to account for that. We look at our to-do list at the beginning of the day and we think, oh, that's hardly anything. I can do more than that. Meanwhile, your list was too ambitious to start with.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And
And
yeah,
how long has the app been in production for?
it launched in January of this year.
Oh, well, that's exciting. It's exciting. And it's
Yeah.
like obviously one of the things, like what have you felt obviously establishing an app? Like what's some of the changes that you've obviously recognized within yourself, like as now being a business owner?
Oh my goodness. Yes. Starting a business is an excellent way to get used to making mistakes.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And just being imperfect. And, I was a systems analyst. I did functional design of software back in the day during the dot-com years. And any little flaw would drive me crazy. And with a
Yeah.
large company, yes, you want customers to have confidence in you. And if your app or your
Yeah.
website is stupid and doesn't work in a way that makes sense, why would they
Yeah.
have any confidence in anything else? And this, it's like, okay, well, the app does stuff, and yes, I want it to do more stuff,
Yeah.
but I could either wait to make it perfect, or I can get people on board with this,
Yeah.
using it, and find out what improvements people actually want instead of what improvements I think need to be made.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, like going into like from corporate to having your own business, what's one of the things that you've learned about yourself?
I really like having a choice of who I work with.
Mm,
It is absolutely. I'm also a freelance writer, so I've been out of the corporate biz for corporate thing for quite a while now, and I love being able to choose my clients.
yeah.
And it's yeah, and also just being a woman in tech at the turn of the century was as bad as everyone says it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so looking back, it's like, oh, I wasn't the problem. For
Yeah.
50 years, I've discovered I'm on the autism spectrum. For 50 years, I was misdiagnosed with what the hell is the matter with you? So looking back, it's like, oh, okay, I wasn't being difficult. They were being a jerk. I'm not always wrong.
Yeah.
And when you're undiagnosed, you always feel wrong-footed. Even if with the
Yeah.
diagnosis, you feel wrong-footed.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh, okay, that tantrum was not me being childish. That was a meltdown. And I
Yeah.
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking back. So now it's like I have the noise canceling headphones. I have 3 different kinds of earplugs to manage the noise. I've got my home office. I know I can give myself accommodations. There's no expecting someone else to do it, saying, "Oh, hey, could I get a nice, comfortable, actual, good chair?"
Yeah.
And then, no, no.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. Well, we're going to pop all the details of how people can reach out to you and take a look at your app. But before we go, we've just got some questions that we love to ask our guests on the show. What's something that you have had a win over the last 30 days that you haven't celebrated yet?
Oh goodness. Complete blank. You asked me that, and I just like, a win. I have I'm doing an overhaul of marketing, a little
Yeah.
bit of looking into what I'm putting out on social media.
Yeah.
It's the Accomplist purple is this bright, obnoxious purple, which I love because you can't
Yeah.
overlook the app on your phone,
Yeah.
but it's a lot,
Yeah.
in social media posts. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I've been working to improve that.
Amazing. Amazing. I love
Yeah.
that. And we just ask, like, what's one big goal that you've got in the next 30 days?
Next 30 days, I'll finish that and get on more downloads, more subscribers, more people following on social media. Just, on social, I like to share stuff about embracing your imperfections.
Yeah.
And even if you don't use the app, just, follow it so you can get these little boosts, these
Yeah.
little nuggets of wisdom.
Yeah, absolutely. Just that daily dose of inspiration that we all sometimes need.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jen, thank you so much. I think what you've created is absolutely amazing. We're going to pop all the links so people can reach out and follow you. They can download the app as well. And I just want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much to everyone who has watched this episode. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, put your comments below. And yeah, if you want to celebrate your imperfections, go ahead and follow Jen and get that daily inspiration. Love and light to you all. And remember to live life to the fullest every single day.